Hi, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Computers with Kristi. I'm so excited that you are here. So today is just going to be kind of an informal um, class. And what I'm going to do is just let you know what I am going to plan for the future classes. So why I designed this, or why I wanted to do this, and Champion wanted to bring this to you, is when I first started, I really didn't know how to do anything. I didn't know how to create a Facebook group. I didn't know how to download stuff. I didn't know how to do any of that. And instead of asking questions, I didn't say anything because I was embarrassed and I didn't want to feel stupid. So I just kind of kept my mouth shut, and I really wasn't successful in the business at all. It wasn't until I started asking questions and people started teaching me how to do it, and I started learning myself, that my business really took off. And I really want that for everybody else. So these classes are going to be designed kind of like beginner or basic classes. Meaning, if there's something that you guys don't know how to do, I don't know how to create a Facebook party, or I don't know how to schedule posts, or I don't know how to download or upload pictures, anything like that. All I need you to do is let me know what you guys want to learn. And that's how I'm going to base these classes. I don't want to just come with, okay, we're going to do this today, or we're going to do that today. And it's not really helping people that really need it. So what I want to do today is kind of just a basic question and answer. And I just want you to put in the chat if you have any specific questions right now that you have about the new My Office, which I personally am super excited about. I know anytime you start a new system, it can be very overwhelming, a little frustrating because you don't know where things are. You're used to the old one. But I'm here to tell you, it really is an amazing thing. My customers are loving it. And once you know how to navigate it, I promise you're going to love it too. So if you guys have any questions at all, if you want to go ahead and put them in the chat, I would be more than happy to answer those for you. If you have any ideas of things that you want to learn, you can put those in the chat too, because I'm going to be writing stuff down or taking a snapshot because I'm at my parents' and I don't have my, oh, look, paper. And I will write them down so that way I can schedule classes around it. So what is your biggest question right now about the new system? Let's start with that. And if you want to come off mute, there's only a few of you on, so it's okay if you want to come off mute and ask one question at a time. I will be more than happy to answer that as well. Well, thank you, Ruth. It says she's been learning from listening to me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Just kidding. So I did do, so everybody is aware, if you go to YouTube, Tupperware Champion, there's a ton of YouTube videos on that channel of everything that Champion does, whether it's the training, the cooking shows, like the breakdowns of it. And I also have a video on there that does a how to create a party start to finish. So if you haven't seen that yet, you can go and check that out too. I have a video on there on how to clear your cookies, because that's one of the big things as well. So don't be afraid.
Hey, Kristi?
Yes.
Yeah, I think there's some confusion, because I had some, on when you put an order in yourself with somebody's credit card, like on a party that you're not closing, but it's not on the link, you just put it in, whether or not it saves those products for people.
So your meaning is,
you know what I mean?
So you're entering them in the system, but you haven't submitted the party yet. You have the payment from them. So I won't say 100% sure, because I will check to make sure. But from what I'm understanding, it's kind of just like the old system in that aspect, where until you submit the party, there's nothing guaranteed. So you want to make sure that if you go in to create a party, or for example, I know some people were trying to order samples and they had them in their cart and they went back the next day and they weren't there. It's because they sold out, so they weren't able to get them. So make sure if you're wanting something or the customer's wanting something, there's the only way to guarantee that product to them is if they order through the link. And it's really super easy now for the customers to go in. They can create an account just like they do on Amazon. So if anybody says, oh, why do you need my email? Why do I need a username? Just explain to them, hey, it's just like Amazon. You want to create your account. So next time you go in, all of your shipping information is there. You just have to couple clicks of the button and it'll be taken care of. So, all right, and I see some questions here. Is the direct shipping cost automatically added, and how does that work? Yes. So it is automatically added once you put in the order. There will be a total for the customer. You can send them the credit card link. If they want to pay by credit card, this was another question that I got a lot. If they want to pay by credit card, once you put them in as a guest in the party, so this is people that didn't order through the link. This is people that you're putting the order in for. Once you put it in and have it, you have to go to the payment screen to get the little paper next to the payment screen that you can send to them in an email, or you can copy it and send it to them in a text or in Messenger if the email doesn't work. So some of the customers don't have email, so you could do it that way too. You can also, I know a lot of people asked if the customer had a credit card and they gave it to you, how could you enter it? So all you would do in that case is you would copy the link and you would put it in your internet browser, that link, and click, it'll take you to the payment screen and you can enter the information for them. Now here's the big thing about the credit card links. When you send them the link, it does not store it in the system until the party closes like it did in the old system. And I don't know the exact time frame. I'll find out from someone the exact time frame, but it only stays in for a certain amount of time because they want to protect the customer's credit card information. And that's why they went to the system as well. So make sure that if you're sending out those payment links, that you're doing it within a short amount of time that you're closing and submitting the party. That's the big thing. They could still pay you from PayPal, Cash App, and things like that. If they do it that way, then when you close the party, you'll use your card to do that. Okay. And then it says, how does that work for direct ship? So the direct ship cost, I believe I think it's I don't have the paper. I think it's $5 now for direct ship instead of $8, or maybe it's just $8. I have to look to make sure. But they'll calculate the extra shipping. When you go to the order screen, when you're putting it in, you can edit it away from, and I could do that. I could show you guys a couple of those things too, if you want. Let's see. You can edit it away from, there's a little pencil next to the shipping address. If you click on that pencil, it'll pull up, you uncheck it, it'll pull up the customer's address instead of the hostess's address. So I was planning on doing create an order class. The next class is going to be a create an order start to finish. So I will cover that as well. If that doesn't answer your question, go ahead and put that back in the chat and I will help with that. All right, Angie says, how do I put in someone's order? Okay, so when you go to create a party, if you do it right when you're creating a party and you go to the manage invite links, the next button over is the shopping cart. If you click on that shopping cart, you can click on add guest and you put in that customer's information and then you could add their order there. So if, and like I said, I also have that video that you can look, and you could add as many guests as you want to that. So if that doesn't answer your question, let me know that as well. And I don't know if you can see my face right now because I'm gonna hop on my office and see if I could share screen, and I'll just show you a couple things real quick, guys. Hopefully you guys all have your coffee or your choice of beverage. So you know what's really funny, guys, is because I'm at my parents', I don't have all my stuff logged in, so hopefully. All right. Hey, look at there. I remembered. So I am going to go ahead and share screen now. And if someone can quickly come off mute and let me know you can see my screen, maybe. Why do I have a black screen here? Can you guys, oh, that's Google, hold on. What do you guys see? Do you guys, you see GenCon or no?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this is where you go. Now I'm going to go into a party that I already have scheduled. I'm going to go into my mystery hostess party so I don't mess with someone else's party. So to get back into your party, you could hit this blue screen here, and here's the mystery hostess that I'm doing for the month. So if you go to manage invitations, this is where you can send them the party link. You can either copy the party link here, or if you actually add the customer or the hostess's email and everything, you could just send them the invite and it'll send them the link to an email that they could share with people. This party order screen is where you would go to add the guest and put an order in for them. So if you go to add guest right here, you can create a new guest and put in anybody's name. I've done this a few times, so. And then you can put in any phone number and address. So this is my address. Anybody feel free to send me some checks. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, I forgot to put the dot in here. Sorry, guys. Type in too fast. Okay, so once you add guest, I always use the suggested address too, by the way, because sometimes it's put in different. So once you add guest, you could go into view cart. And this is how you add the person's order. This is where I told you that you can change the address. So right now, and I know it's going to look funny because I have the same address for both of them, but you click on this little pencil here, and if you uncheck the box, it'll bring up your hostess's information address and hit save. And then underneath it'll say this is a direct shipping address. So you know it's going straight to them. And this is where you just add the product by either typing it out, and you could just click on it to add it to the cart, or you can browse products and go to any of these different tabs to add the information. So if they want one of the current specials, you could just click on current specials, and they want a party tonight because they need the wine accessories kit, and you just click on it and it adds it to the cart. If you see, super easy. You don't want to add payment here. So this is where a lot of people get tripped up. They hit this checkout button and try to check out here, and you don't want to do that unless you're just doing your own private order. Okay, you could just click anywhere on the screen. If you can see, her products were added here. And then when you go to review and submit, this is where I was saying you copy the links. So this little paper, double paper here, is where you can send the information and payment link. And this is the email link if you want to email it to them. Like I said, you don't want them to pay until you're ready to submit the party. Once the party is done, you want to add payment, and you can put in your credit card information there. Once you find your hostess too, I'll show you guys that real quick, and then I'll look back for any questions. This little present here shows that the hostess, which is me right now because I'm doing a mystery hostess, has rewards. So if you click on view cart, it actually gives you all these buttons to add her rewards. That's where they're all at, guys. So you just click on whatever it is, earned a dating gift, you click on shop now, and you add to cart, which I'm not going to do because I don't know who my hostess is and what she wants and everything yet. So I'm going to stop sharing and see if there's any other questions in the chat. Okay, got the order. If the customer doesn't use a credit or bank card, can they put money on a prepaid card? So yes, because if you do a prepaid credit card, technically it's just like a regular credit card. So if they wanted to do that, if they felt better, if they didn't have one of the pay apps, then yes, they can go and buy a prepaid Visa card and use it just like a regular card. How do we deal with consultant discount? Okay, Debbie, if you want to come off mute for a second and explain, do you mean like if it's a VIP member or if it's?
Yeah, so if like I have a consultant that has several friends that are VIPs.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we deal with their discount if they're placing an order on their consultant friend's party? Does she have to do she's going to give them the discount, obviously, for her party, but how does she do that with payment?
So if I'm not saying this correctly, if I'm not understanding you, let me know. What I'm hearing is I'm a consultant and I have other consultant friends or VIP members that are wanting to place an order under a party, but you want to make sure that they get the 25% discount because they are a VIP. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes.
Okay. So just to kind of clarify that, our discount members are technically recruits. So in the real world, they would, to easily get a discount, they would order under themselves. However, if they are in a party, then you can give them the 25% off. Unfortunately, what that does is takes the 25% off of you, but you also get that money towards like your team sales and stuff like that, or your unit sales if you're doing that. I don't know if there's a way to take an order from some other party and do that. I'll look into that, Debbie, and see how we can handle that, because I don't know if we add them into a party if it'll recognize that they're a recruit or not. So I'll get back to you on that. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, well, that, and also like if we wanted to give discounts to our guests for ordering, if we're trying to get sales and giving 10% discount, whatever we want to do,
Mm-hmm.
is there a way to do those discounts, or is it pretty much they pay ahead of time and then we do the PayPal back to them?
So you could do it one of two ways. if you give them a discount up front, that you would have to put the order in for them, and they would have to send you the money in Cash App. They wouldn't be able to do it by credit card anymore, because you can't reduce the price of the credit card like we used to in the old system. So you would have to say, okay, I can give you 10%, but you have to pay me by one of these payment methods. Or if you do have the money, if you have one of the apps and you can send it back to them, then you could do it that way too. You know, and sometimes I've done it where obviously you don't want to put it out of your pocket. You can go back later and say, as soon as the party closes and you get paid that commission, you can give it back to them. So those are two different ways to do it. I know that with my dating games and stuff, I used to do the pool money, and I used to do the discount and stuff like that. So I got actually from Debbie, I got a little bit more creative, and I decided to do the VIP discount instead of the pool money, because that's getting them on your team and building you and growing your business, which is amazing. And then if I do the discount, I could do it that way. Or I do like a free gift. I believe they're gonna, I want to say, be adding the like citrus peeler type gifts back, but I'm unsure. 100% we'll find that out too. But even if you guys take like a $10 or a $9 butter dish, it only is going to cost you like $6.25, and you could sweeten the deal and say, look, once you have a qualifying party, then you also get a free gift for me. So that way you guys aren't out money, you're actually making money, and you're not just sending them. Or if you say a free gift, it could be the dating gift. It doesn't have to be something that you are paying extra. So just keep that in mind too when you do the wording. All right. And then Angie. Good, Angie. I'm glad. And that's why I wanted to come on and do these classes, because I think the almost the fear of the unknown that people have, and you know, you're so used to a system, when you learn it, it is a little frustrating, it's a little hard, but once you get in there and start playing around and actually learn how to use the system, I promise my customers love it. And there was growing pains, just like anything else. You know, I had to kind of show them the ropes and how to do it, but now they're just like, I have had more orders with this site than I did with the other one. With like, they just pop up. Like, my customers are just going in now, they're excited because it's easy to use, and they just go in and put orders in. So I think once we get through that growing pain, that it's going to be an amazing thing for you guys. Amazing. And if you guys ever have other questions, in the like aha posts, and I don't know if she's doing an aha for these or not, but in the post, like when I said welcome to today, if you guys think of something else or have questions, put them in there, or send me a message in Messenger. I get a ton of messages a day. If there's something you want to know, send me a message and say, hey Kristi, can you do a class on this? Because I can absolutely 100% let you guys know that I get many messages a day, and 9 times out of 10, they're the same question that people have. And that's why I wanted to create this, because instead of answering 10 individual questions, I could do it in one class and teach everybody. And how much better is that? Because that's just going to make all you guys more successful. And that's my ultimate goal, is to make you guys more successful. All right. Any other questions that anybody has? And if you want to just come off of mute, that's fine too.
Yeah, so I had 2 more, Kristi. I don't know if you saw them in the chat.
Oh, did
One
I
is about, oh, it's okay. It's no big deal. It's under the comment that I made.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
It's fine. And so the pay voucher, or not pay voucher, the voucher under the pay, you know, how you pay for
The
an order.
payment link?
Yeah, what is that?
So that payment link is, it's an easy way for your customers. You know, there's a lot of customers that don't want to use their credit card, but won't because they don't feel comfortable giving that information to us. They don't want it out there. So that link is a secured link that literally they click on, and if you copy it, it'll actually just show you here. Actually, why don't I show you?
That's actually not what I was talking about. I don't even know about the payment link. So when you go in, it will say when you're ready to check out. I've had a couple of questions about this. That's the reason why I'm asking. When they go to check out, it says use credit card or use voucher. So we're wondering what voucher
I know
is.
it. Okay, so the voucher is our warranty information. So how cool is this, guys? So we used to do warranties, and it wasn't the great thing for us. It was hard to do, and it was difficult to find. And I'm not saying finding the parts and stuff are any easier right now, because it's still it's in the works, but it's under the product knowledge screen. Now, when you do a warranty, it comes in a voucher form, which is like a coupon or a cash value for your warranty. And then you order whatever it is, and then you'll get a voucher number emailed to you, and you could put that voucher number in, and it takes that credit right off the order, and you get sales credit now for it.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. See? And it's actually so much easier than it was before to do warranty information. So it's super easy. And I'll probably actually do a class on warranties because it is such a new thing with the vouchers. So I'll write that down too. So thank you for asking that.
No worries. And then the other one was, I don't know if I'm going into the right spot, but I tried going in to look at like what my commissions were going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that I was doing it right, but when I go into where it says pay statement, it doesn't bring anything up. It says click on the day, and I go to use the little drop down menu thing, and there's nothing there. And I'm getting
so there is actually a really quick let me see if I still have GenCon up. I do. There is actually a really quick way to all right, let me know when you guys can see my screen.
Yep, I can see it.
So this is the screen you open up to, right? Everyone should have this business dashboard on their screen. If you click on that, this is your snapshot of everything, which is amazing because it's all in one spot. So this shows where you are as far as what title you're currently at, what you need to do to maintain your title. Okay. And then you can find out like how to get to the next title and everything. Now you're not going to have all of this stuff because I'm an organizational leader. So I have some extra buttons that you guys don't have, but everyone should have this current earnings statement. And if you click on that button, it actually tells you what your current commissions is month to date. And now this is kind of cool to see, guys. So, as you're moving up in the business right now, I'm only getting paid as executive manager because I haven't hit my director numbers yet. So as it goes up, it actually tells you what paid as title you are in the company. And it kind of breaks everything down. So it shows me like how much I have in personal sales, what my team sales are. This is a Vanguard bonus. So when you go to management level to executive manager, you get extra team commissions. So that's the best and easiest way to find it. Does that help, Angie?
Yes, it does. Yes. Thank you.
And a lot of it, guys, is get on and play. Don't be afraid to hit buttons, look for stuff. There's a knowledge center too, which is really good. Let me show you that real quick too. Maybe I should stop sharing and resharing and all that good stuff, you know. Hey, this is my first class too. So if you go to Knowledge Center, guys, there's a ton of stuff here. So this is like the old, like here's your brochures, new consultants. If you guys want to know about back orders, because I know a big thing is everybody's like, well, when's this shipping out and everything like that. If you hit on news and go to this product alerts, it actually, you can download, sorry, I'm moving my little thing around. You can download and it actually tells you the Access flatmates are due to ship out on May 17th. And then these all have cleared and it's all shipped out and it tells you when, so you can go through everything. And not only that, guys, if you scroll all the way down, it talks about the different award coupons and when they open up. So that's always there too, if you ever have questions on that. The past awards that everybody's asking about that Pam posted about, did you see that when I opened that up? Can you see that back order list? Or no, because it's on a different screen? Can you see that list or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure because I knew I opened up another screen and I'm like, oh, maybe they can't see that. The other thing is the coupons. If you go to current news, awards redemption list. This, if you click on that, this tells you every single, back from November, every single award that was earned and when it's supposed to open. Now, obviously, these are all subject to change slightly currently, but this can tell you when everything's coming out. So when it opened, when it's closing. So there should be a lot of different awards that are loaded in the next couple days, starting yesterday. So that's how you can find all that now too, if that helps. And then to get those awards, if you go into sales and create a personal order, your awards should be all listed. Now, I don't have any to do, but they should all be listed right here. It'll have all your awards and you could just add them and check out. So hopefully that helps too.
One more. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, does it work better on a laptop versus a phone for this site? Because it seems like, yeah.
So yes and no. So yes, I do believe that it's easier to read it on a laptop, but so is our other site. I think you could do everything you can on a laptop on your phone, but it lays it out differently. So where that screenshot was where we did my earnings and I had everything in one big screen, it shrinks it down and you have to scroll down to be able to see stuff. So that's the kind of stuff that is a little bit harder, but I created parties and did everything on my way up here to Cleveland today. So you can definitely use your phone too if you don't have a laptop. I don't want people to think that if they don't have a laptop, that they can't use the system, because you absolutely can.
Great, thanks.
No problem.
Although, Kristi, can I say this and maybe ask you something, please?
Absolutely.
Like, that is true what you just said about the phone, because right now I don't have a laptop.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get one. Michelle keeps telling me, Jim, you need one.
Are you holding your, I see your hand.
Whoops,
This is
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Sorry.
It's okay. You're good. I can see you now.
But my phone screen did come up different because she wants me to screenshot so that me and her's on the same page together. And her laptop showed different things that my phone didn't, but it kind of was the same thing.
Right. And that's anyway, because
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, and that's exactly how it is. And that's how it is with anything. If it's Facebook, if it's, Amazon, whatever, your phone has to do a condensed screen version of it. So it is always going to look different. And if that's the case, if you can't find anything, guys, on your phone, I can do that too. I know how to do screen video on my phone. So I could actually do a snippet video on my phone and show you where to find stuff on the phone and send it to you. So if that's ever an issue, just ask. It takes me 30 seconds, to a minute to do these videos. So I'll be more than happy to help.
I really appreciate that
No problem.
answer, Kristi. You are amazing. So is everybody else.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Anybody else have any questions? So if not, the other thing I'm going to challenge everybody to do today, because, what's a class without a challenge and a little homework? If you haven't uploaded your picture on GenCon yet, I want you to do that. And I don't know if you all know how to do that, so I'm going to show you that too. And then that's going to be your challenge to do today. So I don't know if you guys know how to save a picture from Facebook, or this is something you can do right from your phone too. It's really easy. So when you go to GenCon, or I'm sorry, my office, I don't want to call it GenCon anymore. I like my office better because that's what we're used to before. So this is called the back office. When a lot of us talk, this is what we're talking about. Up here in the right-hand corner is your picture. If you click on that and go to view and edit profile, you can see a couple things here. So if you wanted to change your password, you could do it. Here is your website. You can copy the website and send it to people. This is where you do it, or you can click right on it and go to your website. But here's where you upload a picture. So you just click on upload, and then you could choose a file from wherever on the computer. So if you save it to your desktop, if you save it to your phone, you can pull up, oh, now I'm opening my stepfather's files, don't want to do that. You can go to your gallery when you hit upload, and you could choose whatever you want, okay? Or if you have a phone or a laptop, you can say capture, and it'll, as long as your camera's on, it'll take a picture. And you could do it that way if it's easier, if you don't know how to upload. So you could totally do it that way too, guys. Super easy. And what this does is this picture shows up on your website too. So make sure it's a professional picture, a headshot, you're smiling and inviting, and that is an amazing way to start. So I'm going to challenge all of you guys to do that today, to upload your picture. And if you have any questions about how to do it, just ask, okay?
Can I ask you one quick question about Facebook?
Absolutely.
So I think that it would be a really good thing to have one class specifically for Facebook. Facebook is different on the phone versus the laptop. It just,
Absolutely.
It is. Mm-hmm. And some of us don't have laptops. Right. Like we have mentioned before.
I just got one, guys.
Yeah.
About 6 months ago. So I did everything from my phone too. So
okay. So one of the biggest things right now, I have had 6 parties that were booked back in April for May that I haven't been able to do because Facebook will not let me start a new group. And so I don't know how to get past that. I don't know if I
create a group.
Exactly.
Okay. What is it saying when you try to do it?
It doesn't do anything. It just keeps trying to load and load and load and load. And then it doesn't even let me, on the 3 dots in Facebook that's where you would go to do it. It won't even let me get to the point of trying to create a group. It loads and then it errors out.
Okay, so
Maybe
one
past.
one of the suggestions I would say to do now, before we do that class, so you're not like pulling out your hair, is clear your cookies on your phone, which I don't know if you've ever done before. I do have a video. It's a laptop version of clearing your cookies, but it's generally the same thing on your phone too. And the great thing is, guys, too, if you don't know how to do something, Google it, in this case, is your friend. As a nurse, I will tell you, don't ever Google medical things, because it's always the worst case scenario. But in this case, in Tupperware, if you want to like learn how to do something, you can say, how do I clear my cookies on my iPhone? How do I clear my cookies on my Android? How do I clear my cookies on my laptop? And it will literally give you step-by-step instructions on how to do that. So I would suggest that first, because Facebook did an update. So there's a couple things, and I'm glad you brought up Facebook, because I do want to do something on that too, where they took off the ability to do live videos. You have to actually add that into your post topics now. So that, everybody's like, oh my gosh, why can't I go live? And I was the same way. I'm like, oh, where's my live button? So they did change a lot of things. So clear your cookies first, Angie. And if you still have problems, I don't want you to wait until next week or the week after to do a class on that specific thing. If you're still having problems, friend request me, message me, and I'll walk you through it, because it might be something I just have to see, one-on-one too. And then I can show you how to schedule posts and do all that in Facebook as a class.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. All right. So anybody else have any questions before we go? Well, hopefully you guys all enjoyed this. I know it was more of a question and answer kind of thing than an actual class. Here on out, how I'm going to do it is the first part of the class, the first just depends on what we're doing. The first half hour or so, 45 minutes, will actually be a step-by-step class where you can click on stuff and say, I'm going to do this and this. Hi, buddy. And then the last part of the class, the last 15 minutes, so it doesn't get confusing for everybody, that last 15 minutes or so is going to be a question and answers on what I'm going over. I will go relatively slow through the clicks. I'm not going to rush through them. I literally want you doing it as I'm doing it, because being hands-on is a lot easier to learn than watching a video sometimes. So we'll do that, and then I'll ask for questions at the end. So that's kind of how we'll do these classes. So I'm super excited. Tell everybody on your teams, the people, your Tupperware friends, to hop on if they have any questions. And thank you, Jim. And I will post when I do the announcement for the Zoom. I will post what the topic is that night too, so you guys know, because if it's something you guys know and you don't want to get on, that's okay too. I'll record all of them and they will be shared so you guys know. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys hopping on. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. All right. Bye, everybody.